In this exercise video, I'm going to be showcasing you a simple knee mobility exercise that you can do when you're waking up out of bed, when you're doing it before your squats and your lunges or your exercise routine, anytime that you feel you need a little bit more support in your joints, a little bit more stability in that low body, and or if you're really checking in on your emotional status and you're trying to tap into your ego. Ego is stored in our knees, so it's a really fascinating exercise to do to really open up and create that space so you can access what you're after. Okay, so this is, like I said, pretty simple. You're going to begin, I'm going to show you on the diagonal. Knees together, standing up tall. You can hold onto a wall, kicking one leg back behind you, flexing the foot, toes towards the ground, and you're going to draw a circle with your heel. Drawing the circle out behind you with your heel. So the knee is actually a rotational joint, so it doesn't just go as a hinge. We can get a little bit more movement out of this. 5 one direction, 5 the other direction. Things that we want to check into when we're doing this. 1, we want to make sure the knees stay together. Okay, knees stay together. That allows us to focus in on that joint. 2, we want to stabilize those hips. So what can happen, if you take a look at my hips, so it looks like the knee or the heel is doing the circle behind me, correct? But that movement is actually coming from my hip. Okay, so doing this, you're anchoring down into the supporting leg. There's a slight knee bend, just a little lockout there. Knees together. I like to hold my hip and I like to watch myself. Okay, especially when you're learning this, so you know what it feels like to have it coming just from the knee. You know, you might get a little bit of movement, that's okay. There we go. Now you're hearing those clicks, that's okay. You are opening up. Something was stuck, something's been trapped. If you're having, stability issues, there's going to be those little sensations where everything starts opening and unlocking and hitting against one another. You're also going to feel that in the supporting leg of the glute, possibly. So go on to the other side. Another way. Awesome. Okay, I am feeling called to share one more with you. So I love a full range of motion. So we just did it behind our body. So let's bring it in front of our body. Okay, still that 90 degrees in front. This time you're gonna point the toe. Knee is about hip height. And you're going to draw a circle with the toe. Very similar, you want to watch that the circle's not coming from the hip. So you're holding your thigh. It's just coming from that knee. This could be as small or as big as you feel it's available to you. Whew. You can feel the supporting leg. So 5 one way, 5 the other way. Whatever you are feeling called to do, will absolutely support you. Grab a piece of paper and journal after how it felt. What was your sensitivities? How many did you get to? Because then you can build out your own data and watch your progress grow. So keep in mind, this is great to open up your energetic and emotional body, really checking into what is alive within you that is accessible and ready to be moved through and released. So these exercises are supporting you in up-leveling your energetics, releasing lower energies, stories that aren't yours, have nothing to do with you, you've picked up along the way, or versions of yourself that are carrying heaviness, that are also ready to be, resurrected from these stories and these shame and this guilt. Also, what's so brilliant is because we're using the physical body to access these pain points, to access these trigger points, trigger areas of our body, you will be gaining physical range of motion, you'll be gaining flexibility, you'll be gaining stability, you'll be gaining muscular adaptation, you will be healing your own physical body and really connecting yourself with it. So we are now doing this in a wholesome spectrum, and all we did was knee circles. It is so brilliant. I hope you enjoy.